audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. 2, 1, go! Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. LoveLine, coast to coast.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. It's Dr. Drew. Forget about the phone number. This is what you call a best of show.
Our favorite kind of LoveLine.
You know why it's our favorite?
Right here.
That's right. I mean, we're here right now, but that's just to record this crap, and then we're gone.
That's right.
Gone with the wind. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, addiction medicine specialist. And I know a lot of people say, oh, it's a best of show. It's a rerun. Let's turn it off right now.
Oh, no.
Oh, you guys think I'm going to try to convince you otherwise?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying go ahead.
Oh, okay.
But if you turn it off right now, you know who you're going to miss?
Tony Hawk.
That's right.
Stained.
That's right.
Moby.
And that would be a good year for us here on LoveLine. Let's be honest. We don't get A-class celebrities on this show.
God.
So the point is you get to hear both these guys.
And Andy Dick.
Tony Hawk is our guest tonight, the world's greatest skateboarder. He is here talking about Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, also Occupation Skateboarder, which is his book, which is out. And the book, the movie, Adrenaline Theater Presents the End, which is the skateboard part of the series of what you call sort of extreme filmmaking.
Action sports.
Action sports. And
Don't
you
say
can,
the E word.
Oh, I'm sorry. Extreme or something.
Action sports.
We were just talking during the break about games played in the schoolyard and growing up. And I'm talking about grade school and junior high. Most of the games revolved around hitting guys with
and tackling
utility balls.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the whole thing. The idea was to hit somebody with a ball, beating them,
would
and
hurt.
knock them out.
Yeah.
And we were talking about playing a game called Smear the Queer, which I don't know if that game goes on anymore in schoolyards, but it's like...
Faggot better run.
It's probably like Fight Club now. There's this underground movement of Smear the Queer, but no one's really allowed to do it.
I was telling the guys it wasn't an officially sanctioned recess game by the school. It's sort of the cockfighting of schoolyard games. We'd have these little games. You played against a backboard on like a handball court, and you throw a tennis ball, and whoever it bounced off and whoever dropped it had to make it back to the board before everyone beat the crap out of them, or while everyone was beating the crap out of them. But I did it once, and I dropped the ball intentionally. Instead of running to the board to safety, I ran the exact opposite way, and then I had 20 kids chase me, like at the end of Benny Hill, through an entire schoolyard. And everything was going great. I mean, I was out juking every one of these sixth graders. I was moving and doing all my great moves. And everything was going great, and I was running full blast, and I ran past a guy by the name of Mike Brown. I'll never forget Mike Brown. And I didn't think Mike Brown was involved with the game because Mike was not one of the people chasing me, but
Suddenly
Mike was smart. Mike stopped and doubled back, and as I ran past Mike Brown, Mike socked me right in the solar plexus about as hard as he could while I was running full speed. I stumbled about 3 more steps and then went down on my face and I was writhing in pain. And you know what I love about kids? It's like everyone stopped. And I was like, and there's a beat of like, I think he's really hurt. And then it was,
Get him.
And I was like, hey, by law, people are like, hey, sorry, man. Well, it's like, we don't want to have to beat the crap out of you while you're lying on the asphalt holding your midsection. But rules are rules. I mean, what are you going to do?
If you're still breathing, then it's fair game.
Yeah, I mean, if word gets out that we let you live. Uh-huh. And I think that's when I used one of my I'm serious calls, which is what you could do when you're a kid and someone was really screwing with you or you're really hurt. Like the time I was rolled up in a carpet. I let myself be rolled up in a piece of carpet. So there was like 6 foot of carpet in front of me and 6 foot of carpet behind me. My hands were at my side, and I got rolled up in the middle of it. And then people were like stomping on it and kicking it. And I was like yelling, "Let me out!" And people were laughing. And at a certain point, if you say it with the right pitch, if you go, "I'm serious," then you'll hear the guys, "Hey, he's serious! Let him out! Let him out! Let him out!"
But there was always the kid that cried wolf.
Right. Well, you can't use too many of those. No. I'm serious calls.
We get one per
You get one like semester or something like that, depending on the crowd you run with. But I always thought, and I've talked to Drew about this before, I always wish as an adult I had a handful of those.
I'm serious.
You know, I mean, girlfriends dumping you, boss
It
fired
really
you.
hurt. I'm serious.
I'm serious. Yeah, like,
Okay.
She's going,
I know. I won't break up
listen,
with you.
things just aren't working out. I'm seeing somebody else. And you're like, but I'm serious. Like, you
I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. If you're
all right,
serious.
we'll stay
Oh,
together.
wow, I'm
We'll stay
sorry.
together. Yeah, I mean, as an adult, you should really, when you leave high school, you should get like 3 I'm seriouses just to take with you. And I'd say, like I said, getting canned from a job or having a girl dump you, just use them at your own discretion. Oh, it'd be nice,
With the
wouldn't
police?
it? With the police. Right,
Yeah.
police pull you over. You know, your shoulder's dislocated. They're beating you with a baton. You yell. Rodney King could have yelled, I'm serious, halfway into that beating. It
No
would have
more
been fine.
trouble.
No more trouble. All right. Jamie?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, you're 15. What's going on?
Well, basically, I'm attracted to all overweight guys, and I don't know why. And all my friends are like, why, you know?
Older guys?
No, overweight guys.
But are they older?
Somewhat, but not really too bad.
That's all right.
How old are they?
I would say between my age to about 22.
Nice. 22.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. I'll tell you,
That's
20
older.
A 350-pound, 22-year-old guy could really do some damage to a young 15-year-old gal.
Jamie,
I'll tell you
there
that.
are men that find overweight women attractive too. So it's
Black guys, man.
What?
Hey, Jamie?
Huh?
No, there's not any men who find...
Yeah, there are.
You know, let me explain who those are guys who get what they can get.
No, there are guys that are into that.
There's a handful.
They have magazines devoted
Yeah.
to that fetish.
I don't trust those guys. I really don't. I prefer not to talk about them or acknowledge their existence. Jamie?
Yeah.
It sends a dangerous message to the young women of the community, which is they don't have to starve themselves and work out like free. Jamie?
Yeah.
Are you overweight?
No, I'm not. Well, I don't think so. I don't
You're
know.
fat.
Drew,
No, you're fine.
please,
You're fine.
please, Drew. How dare you? How tall are you?
I'm 5'2".
5'2", and what are you tipping the scales at?
Oh, 130.
130. Let me do some quick radio math. What'd you say, 5'2", 130?
You're overweight.
Carry the 4, bring it on to 5. I got 5 foot 3/8 of an inch and 142.
No, I don't think so.
I did the radio math. You can't argue with that. So you're a little bit husky, but certainly wouldn't call you fat by any stretch of the imagination, right?
No.
And how big do you like a lad to be?
I'd say about 200 to 300 pounds.
2 to 3.
So the bigger the better.
No, I don't know. It depends on the guy, too.
You have a ceiling. What about
I wonder-
name some famous fat people who you'd like Santa?
There's not really any fat guys that are famous that I really like.
How about John Popper from Blues Traveler? You know
I
him?
don't even know who that is.
No, okay.
But I'd be curious to know if
Well, we got to make sure and tell John that next time he comes on the
Yeah.
show so he can kill himself.
I'd be curious to know if
How about Chris Farley?
John Candy.
Ew, that's disgusting, no.
What's this guy? Well, no, I don't
They're
mean
big.
a dead guy, but we're talking about big guys.
Just,
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of some guys. How about like Drew Carey?
yeah,
You'd like him?
yeah.
Yeah, he's like a husky guy, right?
Yeah.
He's not huge, though.
No, he's a little big bone.
I'm curious to see whether or not something like this would sort of evolve as she got older.
Is it because they're
Very
less of a threat?
Because what?
No,
They're less of a threat? No?
It's kind of a fetish thing. And
You think it's a fetish thing? You
Yeah.
don't think it's that they're not in such high
Easier.
demand?
They're easier.
No, I think it's
No?
a fetish thing. And that's why I'm curious to see if it would change into something else as she got older.
Okay.
But it's all right. It's fine.
Because, like, my friends criticize me for it. They're like, what? You like him? Like,
Yeah. Listen, this is a great thing. It means you're. I don't know what it means. It's fine. You're all right, Jamie.
okay.
Good.
Thank you.
Enjoy your big love. You just get on top. That's all. Mike,
Hey, how's it
you're 19. Well, I don't know if we've ever had that proclamation from a young lady on this show, have we? Or declaration?
I hope not.
What's up there, Mike?
Yeah, I was wondering what I can do about the, what is it called, penile papulas?
Well, why would you want to do anything with them?
Is there something we can do to get rid of them, like a soap or a hair follicle cream or whatever?
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
The pearly penile papules.
What do you have exactly? What are you talking about? Do you think that's papule?
The white things on the scrotum?
No, that's not pearly papules.
Oh, What would that be?
Are they sort of soft, large, like spongy things?
No, like little zits.
Yeah, zits, and those are zits.
They look like little white caps or something?
Yeah, exactly.
No, those are zits.
Can you pop them?
Well, yeah, once in a while.
Those are not pearly penile papules.
Drew, I know we just talked about this, but as you know, I give my sack a full combing over.
You found one?
Probably once or twice a week, and then I even hold the flashlight up to it underneath and turn the lights off so I can see through it. And I miss my balls.
Transillumination, yes.
Yeah, it's nice. And it's warm. It's kind of tingly. Feels good. Now some of you get those little white things on there. Some of them just pop like butter.
There are
some are like rocks.
Yeah, there are sebaceous.
What are the rock ones?
It's sebaceous glands. There's sebaceous cysts and things.
It's a cyst. It's as big as the head of a ballpoint pen.
That might be molluscum contagiosum.
No, listen. How dare you?
That must be
How dare you?
I didn't see any molluscum when I examined you the other day, but
hold on a second. Hold on. I'm not talking about a cyst. I'm talking about what looks like.
Molluscum looks like a zit with a hard peak on it.
It's just a hard little. It looks like a very small little whitehead. There's no zit to it.
Yeah.
There's no red body to it.
If you peel that off, a little hard thing comes out.
Yeah.
Molluscum.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
What is that?
You wouldn't know, I guess. But anyway, so
no,
it's a viral STD.
Oh, how dare you?
You don't have it, so it doesn't matter. So.
All right.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I know you've talked about that. You scoop them out with a little melon baller.
Fingernail, bring them off.
No, that's not what it is. That's not what it is.
All right, let me just finish with Mike.
Don't all you people know what I'm talking about?
Let me finish with Mike. Mike needs to more hygiene, more dryness, more soap, more antibacterial.
All right. Here's what I'm talking about, Drew. Just one more time. You got the scrotum sack, right?
Yeah, got the scrotum. Do these appear anywhere else besides the scrotum?
No.
So it may be some sort of
and you'll get a little. You don't even want to call them zits because they're not really zits. You just get little whiteheads on there every once in a while.
Yeah,
like you'd get. I don't know, like on your nose, you get those little black
one
heads.
Of those strips that you do put on your
Peoria
nose.
strip? Yeah, put on my balls with it.
Just get a few of those.
Have the neighbors call the cops when I rip it off and scream at the top of my lungs. I like that.
Ball Buick.
Maybe I'll start with one of those breathe right strips on there just to hold my sack open. Like the wings of a flying squirrel. All right,
Neutrogena.
So you get the little ones. It's just a little like the ball in a ballpoint pen. That is the literal size of it, and you can just sort of pop them with your fingernail. Yeah. But once in a while, you run into one, and it's just hard. Yeah. It's just like a little rock, and it ain't moving.
That's been left alone too long.
Yeah, it must just be petrified. But it's a good case for molluscum, though. So
interesting. I have to look at the Drew.
Probably not
molluscum. We have to do another
scrotal examination
because I didn't even notice your scrotum when we were down there.
Drew, you know why you don't notice my scrotum? It hangs so low, you don't see where it ends. It just looks like like a flap of skin.
It was like a curtain behind your penis.
That's right. And for my next trick, it Drew. Oh, Jesus Christ! I just dumped acid all over my penis. Yeah, that was Drew examining my penis. He thought I had. What do you think I had? Warts?
Warts.
Yeah. Well, as it turns out, I won $100 from it.
Warts are different than molluscum contagiosum.
Yeah. But hey, you want to lose another $100? I'll send you back down below if you like. Easy money for me. I should tour the country asking doctors for $100 to look at my penis. When do you think the last time a doctor lost $100 looking at someone's Johnson? Do you know what I'm saying?
When the last time a doctor paid a patient, right?
That's right. Paid him $100 to look at his door.
I didn't pay to look. I bet you there was something on it, which I still believe there had
Drew
been.
bet there was something on my penis. He bet me $100. He found nothing. It was like the purest driven snow, like the cap of a mountain in Alaska.
He put a stunt penis in there.
Was that live right here?
Yes. That is confident.
You can see the pictures on the web too.
Yeah, but what was this
Dr.
part?
Marcel.
This is apart from that. Listen.
Suspicious.
Oh, how dare you! Suspicious. Let me tell you what suspicious is. Drew thought he was going to lose $100, so he thought he'd plant a little seed in the jurors' minds. Suspicious. Joe?
Hello?
You're 16. What's up?
Well, I was going out with this girl for a while, and everything was fine, lovey-dovey, but then she said that her feelings were, growing, and then ever since then, I just kind of my feeling. Hers got higher and then mine got lower. And that's been pretty much how it is with most of my other girlfriends.
So you're just not ready for any kind of intimate relationship right now, right? Are you afraid that you're gonna be vulnerable? You're gonna hurt somebody, or is it more than you want?
I don't know, because I would like to. I wish I could, still enjoy being with them. But then once I hear that, they get more and more annoying.
So if they're distant, it's more fun to chase them.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Joe.
Yeah.
You're 16.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it goes. That's fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
A lot of guys are that way. But here's the deal. You're aware of it. You're thinking about it. You're talking about it. So by the time you're 55, 60, it won't be a problem. I'm serious. Doesn't he sound like Be Real from Cypress Hill, by the way, Drew?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, that was his voice. Here's the deal. A lot of guys have this gene, and especially at 16. And if you're asking questions and talking about it and realizing it may be a problem at 16, you'll be fine. You go through a few more years of this. Good, so you don't get married at 18 or 19. Smart, keeps you out of trouble. In a way, I think this is a good quality. And I think
at that age, absolutely, it's protective.
I think the reason most guys have this is for just that.
Yeah.
Then they're the guys who meet a chick in the 8th grade, date her for 3 years, and marry her at 17.
Yeah.
How smart are those guys?
Right.
And where was their little protective coating? You know what I'm
some
saying?
little crackers.
That's right.
This is Be Real.
Maria?
Hello?
Hey.
Hi, yeah. I'm not really concerned about, relapse. My question was more towards, I've been sober for a year now, and I work with adolescents as a counselor. And my question was, if you find out your child is using or doing drugs or whatever, do you suggest you, tell them, relate to them with your own experience?
No. Well,
or just avoid it and tell them, the truth about drugs and what they lead to?
It's if you're an addict and in recovery, you really can't avoid talking about it, right? And so you need to talk about the consequences, and you need to talk about the solutions.
Well, yeah, I know. When I'm the counselor there and I speak to the other people there, I relate with my own experience. But I'm saying as an adult, as a parent.
But no, even as a parent,
are you a parent?
No, I'm not.
All right.
I see.
But the point when you're a parent and you're in recovery, you're going to meetings every night, we're having sponsors you're talking to, and the child sees the relationship you have with the recovery community.
So listen, if the cat's out of the bag,
yeah, you got to talk about it. If not, you're talking to them about what you did do is issuing a license for them to do the same.
You think so?
Always.
Really?
Yes.
So your kids are not going to know about any of the debauchery
that you and I have been engaging in, the stuff we've been doing. No.
The reach-arounds, the handies,
none of that.
The full release.
No. The exam of the stunt penis.
Sodomy, the cornholing.
Penis double, I mean.
Examining the penis. None of this stuff.
No.
Because that will then be a green light
for
them.
Are you guys in recovery for that now?
I am. Drew doesn't think he has a problem. We'll talk off the air. Thanks, Tony.
Deal with the fact that I am gay.
Gene?
Yes.
Gene, you're 20.
Yes, I am.
What's up?
I've been going out with this guy for 3 months, and I found out that I was pregnant, and we decided that we weren't going to really see each other anymore. And I told him about it, and he seemed really interested to help me and everything. And he wanted to know everything. He wanted to go to the doctor with me, and then I was supposed to call him back, and he never returned my call. And I'm just wondering if he's avoiding me.
How far along are you?
I don't know. I just took the test yesterday, and I found out that I was. And he wanted me to tell him. He's like, yeah, I talked to him today, and we talked for a long time. And
hold on.
You have trouble tracking her?
Well, here's her story. I dated a guy for 3 months, and then I told him I was pregnant. And at first, he was into it. I mean, he was going to the doctor with me.
They were breaking up before this
happened. He was breaking up. Okay. Hey, but he was into it. They were going to the doctors together. I thought the kid was 4.
Yeah.
And that's like...
Yesterday.
Well, yesterday's when I found out.
Yeah.
I was picturing, I had a whole musical montage in my head of the calendar pages blowing in the wind, them being at the doctor, her getting the angiogram or the ultrasound, them looking at it, them picking out wallpaper for the nursery. It was a whole, it was really a theater of the mind, and it turned out to probably yesterday in the evening.
Yeah.
It was about 8:30 yesterday night. I found out I was pregnant. How did it work though that he was all into it?
Yeah.
Where is she?
Mine too.
Oh, okay.
If you don't feel that you're into this, let me know, because I don't want to like be going with you down the long hall and you leave me, you know, or you decide that this isn't for you.
Right.
And he was the one that was coming up.
She's still talking. Let's check back.
You know, we'll decide everything together. And then he told me to call him back.
Uh-huh.
And I called him back.
Right.
And no one.
Now, what did he say? Okay, but what did he say the last time you talked to him?
He said, call. Like, I'm going to go take a shower and eat. And
I see.
so I called back.
Right.
15 minutes, like every 15 minutes.
Can you just run that the whole show?
And Gene?
Yes.
Gene, give me a list, if it's a boy, of some possible occupations you might like to
Why?
see. I'm just curious. I mean, different jobs, different things. You want to go to college, different things like that.
If I had a
Give
son?
me give me your top 5. Top 5 if you had a son.
Oh, bartender would be.
Bartender. Wow. I want to hear the next two.
Yeah?
I don't know, like lawyer, doctor.
And? Bartender's at the top of the list?
I was kidding. No.
Oh, I see.
Of course
Okay.
not.
All right.
No.
All right.
I was trying to ease my own tension, that's all.
All right. So now, you were, I'm sorry, Drew was distracting me. I didn't hear every syllable that came out of your mouth.
Okay.
But, I do have the, sort of a general template of your problem.
I figured you would.
Yeah. We'll be back with more of the Fabulous Show after this.
Hello? Who's this?
This is LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191. LoveLine will be right back.
Yeah. I'm Adam Carolla. It's Dr. Drew. This is the best of LoveLine. And please enjoy Stained. John, Old School, Aaron, and Mike are all here from Stained. What were you talking about? Where we are? Did we leave off somewhere?
Well, your story is about
guys blacking out.
You regaled us throughout the break there.
A lot of
wonder years.
A lot of bad Tijuana stories. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
We heard them all, though, so
all right.
move on.
End.
Yeah. All right. Don't want to hear about my buddy Chris? No?
I don't want to hear you
Passing out on the border?
And you're carrying him across the bridge there?
Yeah, I had to carry him. Yeah, 210-pound dude.
Vomiting into the ice maker at the restaurant. Nice. Good times.
Yeah. I have urinated and vomited in an ice maker. And I hope to complete the trifecta.
Just taking a dump
with the number 2.
Right. There you go. That would be good.
Yeah, the ice maker was in
Poopsicles.
Tijuana, and the ice maker I urinated into was like somewhere in Irvine or something at some K-Rock event.
Nice.
Drunker than hell. You guys travel a lot, right? You forget where your room is.
Yeah.
What happens is you check into a hotel in some city you've never been in before, and some hotel you've never been in before. You run up, throw your bags down, and then run back to meet the bus, and you go to the gig. Then you get hammered. Then you come back that night.
That's why you do this.
You
write it on your key.
Right. They don't put the room number on the key anymore. Right. And when you got to take a bad whiz, you will set that clock. Your bladder's like a time bomb, and you get in the elevator and the doors close. It's like
it is right. You're right.
1 minute and counting, and 59,
You're right.
and 58, 55.
And the pressure builds and builds and builds the closer you get.
Right. And if the hotel was 10 miles further away, you would set
wouldn't even have to go.
Set the clock
It'd
for
be fine.
8 minutes.
Right.
But
totally.
now you've set it for 1 minute.
We just
and
had
the
this
door's
conversation.
open, and it's on the 9th floor, and you go to what you think is your room, and it's 3, 2, 1, key
and
doesn't work.
It's gone.
Now,
You got no choice. You got 10 seconds to make a quick decision.
That's right.
Or you're in your drawers.
And I chose the dignified route. I looked around. I saw the ice maker right behind
I think
me.
I'd aim for a tree or something. There's got like a potted plant.
No, right in the
Ashtray?
Right in the middle of a hotel on like the 9th floor. Couldn't find anything. All I could find was the ice maker.
That's really gross. I went to the ice maker last night too.
But
I'm hoping no one else did that.
I went in the drain that was
Down
like
here, where it drops in. That's not bad.
Barely any urine got on the ice. Barely any.
When you vomited, though.
The vomit was right into the ice. That was a puke slushy because that was the old kind. Remember the ones that were slanted and you'd slide the door?
Yeah, totally.
Big metal.
Old school ones. Yep.
Heaved right into that. That was in TJ. That was a place called Margarita's Village where they would force you to drink. Force you
By gunpoint.
They grab your head. And
They
shake
come
your
up
head
behind you. They do one of those slammers. They throw it down your throat, and then they just scramble your brain by shaking your head as
The
hard
guys
as
in
they could.
Pantera do that to you.
Oh, do they? Yeah.
Just you have to drink.
You have to do it.
You have no. I don't do shots. Yes, you do.
Yep.
Yes, you do.
That's the way it worked. And if you've been drinking all night and you get your head scrambled, well, I can't be the first guy who vomited into that ice machine, I'm sure.
Megan?
Yeah.
You're 20.
Yeah.
What's up?
Okay, I'm on the go a lot, and when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah, I use the ice maker, right?
Well, my question was, can you catch anything from public toilets?
No.
Not really.
Nobody does.
I don't ever take the chance, though. I got
Build a bridge?
I build a bridge like you wouldn't believe. I will wrap that thing 3-4 times so that
paper?
there is no skin touching
What
any
do you figure you're going to get, though?
I sit down.
I don't know. It's just
gross, though.
It's just gross.
I mean, think about what guys do. As
How
guys,
many
guys
butts have sat on
we
that
stand
thing?
knee to knee at a trough at sports.
No, I
events.
avoid the
but I ain't
trough. I
touching
aim for
nothing.
the stall.
I still ain't touching nothing.
Yeah, you're standing.
Splashing around.
Because I put those little seat covers on, but sometimes you sit down and it goes in the toilet.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's nothing.
Well, you see, you got to like 3-4 of those seat covers.
I think everyone uses public restrooms.
Right.
Don't you think if there was something you were going to catch that there'd be an awful lot talked about and that you'd hear about people catching things?
Well, I know there's like hepatitis A to
No.
like F.
Well,
I don't know, like...
well, that's a theoretical
It's
thing.
more of an emotional thing. But see, I think differently. I think
Freaks me out when the water splashes up on me. That's.
I mean, you want to use proper hygiene because if people didn't, we would have a public health problem.
Right.
But don't
such
you
as
want to
this.
be a giver? Like, see, I go in with a more aggressive attitude. I'm like, I'm not going to use the ass liner because I want to give someone what I got.
Yeah.
So you want to share and share
I don't
alike.
look at it as getting something
yeah,
else.
yeah.
I
See,
give.
it's people like you that get me to wrap the thing 10 times.
You know, you got to realize too. We live on a bus. You can't go to the bathroom on the bus. They stop at a truck stop, and you're just running for the bathroom. And it's that same theory you're talking about. You got the countdown going. You got the whole thing.
Right.
So, you know, you build the bridge and you go. I remember one time I was going to the bathroom. The guy next to me was cutting his fingernails
In the stall?
in the stall,
Just sitting,
taking
chilling
a
out.
dump.
You know,
cutting
in a
his
public
fingernails.
bathroom, you're like on there,
Yeah.
done as fast as you
Right.
can, and out.
But-
and he's chilling.
That is
Truck
a
stops
very
are
cool
weird
customer,
places,
I'll
though.
tell you.
Truck stops are a whole different
But,
breed of
you know,
whole
places.
new world.
I also, like, I've talked to a lot of people that made it through, like, 12 years of public education, never went number 2.
In there,
Never sat down
They didn't have
once.
doors at my high school.
You're looking at one.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Not
most
once.
guys can
Nurse's
do that.
office.
But if you're a
Not
trucker,
once.
you're spreading your fecal matter all the way across the country. I mean, you're leaving a trail of Duke.
Yeah.
And you're used to it.
Right.
And I think these guys get over it. I think they become like, basically what, like any job where you go, Jesus Christ, how could you do that? You got a guy filming you while you're getting this guy in the ass. It's like, you get used to it. It's a gig. Crapping comes with the territory there when you're a trucker. Megan?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Thanks for bringing this up, though, Megan. Yeah, it's
Thanks
very,
a lot.
very nice.
Yeah.
Bye.
Use that.
Build a bridge.
Use that. Now, what do you say, build a bridge? You mean just use the gasket or wrap?
You take
The toilet paper.
about this much, and you
Right.
start from the back, and you go to the front like that, and then you take one about this big and lay it across the front. Another one about this big, lay it there.
I think if these guys weren't in a rock
Here.
band, they'd be into interior design.
Build a bridge.
Build a bridge. There's no porcelain showing when I sit down, and
Yeah.
I'm sitting on toilet
But
paper.
now, what if you
And if
have?
it moves a little bit, I'm like, oh no.
What if you have the
Then
seat?
you hover.
What if you have the
I gotta do
seat
it.
liner available? We just use the
the
seat
seat
liner.
liner? There's one on forwards, there's one on backwards, and then there's another one on forwards.
Interesting. So
I'm
you're
a little freaky like that. I
right.
guess.
You're the reason why they're always out of the goddamn. seat
Yeah,
liner.
exactly. I go in there. I'm
No,
looking. to
I'm the
build
guy
a
that's
bridge.
always yelling when they're not there.
Really. I'll tell you what, I'm not real proud of this, but you know what I've done? I swear to Christ. I have gotten up above the toilet, put my hands on the stall walls, and dropped one down from about 5 feet. You guys ever do that?
Come on,
I swear
really?
to Christ. And
How was your aim?
I did it. Yeah, pretty good.
Not bad. Bullseye.
Did you get a good splash?
Not-
Was the blowback good?
Not as good as the janitor at the high school would have liked, but I was satisfied. with it.
Yeah,
I
what
gave
the
it a
hell
good
did you
effort.
figure was going to happen if your ass touched the seat?
I just did it for kicks.
He just
I thought
wanted to just drop a bomb from 5 feet up.
Yeah,
see.
I thought it'd be fun.
I was just always afraid somebody from school would walk into the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah, no doors. Nice.
Good times.
Chrissy?
Hi. I have a question. I was wondering why I can't orgasm after I've been using a dildo a couple of times that my boyfriend bought me.
Dildo or a vibrator?
Both.
Well, it desensitizes things.
Oh, really?
The mortal male cannot keep up with the technology.
You can't have an orgasm with your boyfriend?
No, and I used to be able to for 3 years.
Well, his little strategy backfired on him, didn't it?
That blew up in his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, he
feel bad for
got
him.
you a dildo and a vibrator?
Yes, both.
It's all in one.
Or is it one thing's like a spork?
It looks like
where
Fork.
it looks.
Well, you don't have to turn
fork, yeah.
You don't have to turn the switch on. You can use it.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then you turn the switch on,
Yeah,
and now
so
it's a vibrator.
A dildo's a vibrator without
and it
batteries.
vibrates, and I've been using it, and I can't orgasm with him anymore, and I feel kind of bad.
How many batteries does it take?
2.
Was he smart enough to get it smaller than himself?
Yeah, it was a little smaller actually.
All right. Maybe you should incorporate it into your lovemaking with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried that already, but I want to be able to orgasm with just him.
Well, you may have
Then
to
stop using it.
Yeah.
And I stopped using it, and I haven't been able to.
How long ago did you stop?
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, usually back in 3 or 4 weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
Keep trying.
It'll come back.
All right.
But it's still, could you orgasm through having intercourse with him before?
Yeah.
You could.
Uh-huh.
Well, how about he gets in you and you hold it where you like it, and you know.
Yeah,
you
that works too, but I just like through oral sex, you know. I want to be able to come through oral.
I see, and he that ain't doing it, huh? What if he took the vibrator and put it up his ass when he was doing oral? Drew, I'm no doctor, but wouldn't that work?
No, he doesn't like that.
Vibrate the tongue, right? Is that what you're thinking?
I would think that it would send some vibrations all the way up through.
It might work.
Get the tongue going a little bit.
You should try it.
Yeah, I mean, it may be a 7.0 in his ass, but at least be a tremor in his tongue. You know, it would send some shock wave.
7.0.
Wouldn't you think, Drew? No.
Drew's silent on this one.
All right, Julie,
Yes.
you're 17.
Yes, I am.
You're on with Stain.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Did I tell you my
Yes.
question?
Yes.
Okay. I had sex with this guy maybe about 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, 2 days later, I got really irritated around, like, my vagina. We didn't use protection, and he didn't come at me. He, like, pulled out. And I got really irritated.
So that you still could be pregnant.
No, because I had my period after.
Okay, all right.
And then, so, it was, like, white. It was, like, really white and, like, kind of cottage cheesy. Yeah.
And the vagina.
not
That's
funny.
why you got to use those ass liners, by the way, ladies.
It's not funny. But
No, it's not.
anyway, yeah, and so then I had my period, and then I got off, and I thought everything was cool, but it just recently came back again.
What did?
The white cheese.
Cottage cheese.
All right, so it could be yeast, right? You've had a yeast infection before?
No.
Okay, well, that's, and anything that sort of changes the environment in the vagina can potentially precipitate a yeast infection. So you can get some of the over-the-counter medication for yeast, like, there's all kinds of stuff now, the monostat cream, gyne-lotrimin, that kind of thing. Try that. If that doesn't clear this up, then you've got to see a gynecologist or a doctor, because this could be an infection from having had unprotected sex.
And how old are you?
17.
And you're still having unprotected sex?
Oh, it was like my first time ever having unprotected sex.
Make it your last.
That's one time too many.
Yeah.
All right, so get some protection. You have a boyfriend. Do you still see this guy?
Actually, I work with him.
There you do. What do you do? Just because it'll be funny.
I'm not going to say.
What kind of work? Come on.
It's really good work for my age.
Really?
What is it?
It's not like fast food or anything. It's really good work.
But it doesn't involve chicken at all?
No.
No.
What is it? What is it?
Yeah, what do you do? Come on. What
I'm
kind of
not
work
gonna
is it?
say.
What kind of
We
work?
don't even know
Tell
your
us
name.
tell us
Kind
the
of work,
type of
yeah.
work it is.
I'm not going to say.
Okay. Thanks, Julie.
Okay.
You're quite a delight. I hope your vagina falls off.
Shut up.
Jesus Christ. We have really, I hate our callers. I really do. I know there's a lot of people who do a radio show and they go, listen, the show's about you. Without you, we couldn't do what we do.
Not here.
Not me. I'd like you to leave me alone. I could kill 2 hours. Drew?
Kills the upper word.
Yeah. You could go... You could drive in circles around the block. We could shut down the phones, and I could really just talk turkey about
banter.
Tijuana.
Yeah, we hear the stories.
Why
about
my
Chris.
goddamn garbage man has to show up before 7? Before 7. Why does he need to be there at the
They tell
crack
you,
of
get it
goddamn
out
dawn?
by 7.
Yeah. I could really do a few hours on just that, and what I deserve out of life. Kaz?
Yeah.
You're 19?
Yeah.
What's up?
Let me first say I've been listening since the Ricky Rackman days, and I've called the show actually about 6 times, and the guy that took my call tonight is the best phone screener you guys have ever had.
Wow.
Damien?
I guess.
Yeah, he's our new phone
Brand
screener.
new.
Wow. Boy, he's giddy over there. Nice. He's brand new. What was good about him?
I don't know who it is, but the woman who usually took my call, I mean, I've probably called the show 12 or 13 times, but only gotten through 6 times because, I mean, she'd always just say my question wasn't good enough and kick me off.
Right. I got a feeling it's not going to be, but go ahead, Kaz.
Well, I just had a question for Stained, actually. I think, yeah.
That's why you always got kicked off, bro.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Stained, I think you guys are a really good band.
Thank you.
And I heard how, let me see, I believe it was your tour either last summer or something, that you guys were covering Sober by Tool.
Yep.
Yeah, and I was wondering if you're going to release that on any album or a recorded version of that.
No, probably not.
Had
That
no
was just,
plans of doing that.
That was just kind of something that we did for.
You know what it
something
was?
novel to do for the tour.
And we didn't have enough songs.
Yeah,
and
we
were
didn't have enough
headlining,
songs.
so we threw in a Tool cover. But it was fun to do.
You know, I mean, that was a song that we had always played from way back in the day.
Yeah.
And we figured it would be.
We did it at Soundcheck one day, and we all remembered it, so I said, let's just play it. So
Yeah, right on.
yeah.
So did you caught that live, Kaz?
No, because that's the thing, is I wanted to go out and catch them, but I never got, or was never able to, so I just wanted to hear Stain's take on it.
Well, the last thing in the world I want to do is plug Napster, but I'm sure you can find it on there.
Really?
All right, Kaz.
All right.
Good times.
All right.
I don't call back, though, right?
All right.
All right. We will take ourselves a little break. Stain is our guest.
Oh yeah! Everybody now.
Hey, this is Peanut from 311. You're listening to LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. I hope you're learning something.
It's LoveLine. Yep, Drew, Adam, Stain is here tonight. We're going to hear something off Break the Cycle, and this one is called Outside.
And you, girl. I'm on the outside, I'm looking in. I can see through you, see your true colors. Inside you're ugly like me. I can see through you, see to the real you.
That is a little something from Stain.
Great sincere applause, too.
The guys had a truckload of sushi dropped off here, so the band is busy devouring that. We will take ourselves another call. What do you say? Jeremy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good. I just summed up the white construction worker lifestyle in the last
Right on.
last 2 minutes.
What's up, Jeremy?
First, I'd like to say what's up to Stain.
How you doing, man?
What's up, man?
Right on. I just want to say that a couple of weeks ago, I was running around the house naked with my wife.
Excellent.
Yeah, we were kind of playing around.
Sure.
And she ran into the bedroom and closed the door on the head of my penis.
Oh, my God.
Have that mark.
Have that removed.
Will leave a mark.
Yeah, it bruised real bad. It turned.
Oh, my God.
Like almost a
I didn't
black.
understand how that could happen.
How does that
Well,
happen?
she didn't close the door completely on it, but she closed it enough to where, I felt it very well.
Were you like playing peek around the corner? I mean, what were you doing with your
I was
Johnson?
trying to run in as she was closing the door.
You must be
you
hung
erect?
quite well.
What's that?
Are you hung quite well, or were you rodding it?
Man.
Were you erect?
Oh, very much.
Maybe she wasn't playing. She could have been running for her life. She's got a battering ram. He's coming up behind her. She's just scared for her life.
But anyways, after that, the bruise went away, and now I cannot ejaculate.
Can you get an erection?
Well, yes, I can have an erection. I just can't. I mean, I get to the point, I get to where I feel like I'm going to ejaculate, but I'm shooting blanks.
What do you mean you're shooting
Well,
blanks?
shooting blanks means nothing's coming out, is what you're saying, right?
Exactly.
But you have an orgasm?
I feel like I do, but, like it was when I was like 10 years old, and I, spank it, and nothing would come out. It's just like that's happening again.
Wow, you need to see a urologist, okay?
A urologist?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Are you peeing okay?
Yeah, it hurts a little bit,
Can you sustain an erection?
Yeah, it'll stay hard, but I mean...
I'm confused, though. Once it gets to that point, isn't it coming through the same tube?
I'm not quite... Oh, yeah. But I don't understand quite why it's not coming out, frankly. But
if pee's coming out,
he's
I don't
got to
understand
see a
why.
urologist. And that's... And my mom always said it. I didn't believe her, but now, don't run with a boner. She always said that.
You might trip and fall and break it.
Yeah, I'd be running through the house. Slow down, young man.
You're going to put someone's eye out.
Yeah, God willing. You'll put someone's eye out.
God willing.
She would tell me, take that boner outside.
You trip over that thing
Don't
and break your neck.
play with that boner in the house. That's right. You never run with a boner. And my dad taught me when you hand somebody your boner, you always hand them balls first. Never hand the head first. These are a lot of things you don't hear about today. We'll take a break.
LoveLine. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. I'm Adam. That's Drew.
It's the best of.
Yeah, it's the best of.
Yeah.
It's coming out of my goddamn mouth
All
as
right,
you said it.
Let's go.
All right, let's go with Moby. So this thing's getting great reviews. I don't know if we want to hear something off it.
If you'd like to play it, I'd be thrilled if you want to play something.
I think we're going to hear it. I'm not sure if we know what we're playing off it first. Do you know?
Given that Ann's husband is the record wrangler,
Yes.
I'm sure she's right on top of what we're supposed to play.
Oh, we're going to play Body Rock?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Is that queued up? All right. Well, let's hear off of play from Moby, Body Rock.
Rock y'all, non-stop y'all, to the beat y'all, the body rock y'all, the legs rock y'all, non-stop y'all, to the beat y'all, the body rock y'all, the legs rock y'all, non-stop y'all, to the beat y'all, the body rock y'all, the legs rock y'all, non-stop y'all, to the beat y'all, the body rock y'all, the legs rock y'all, non-stop y'all, to the beat y'all, the body rock y'all, the legs rock y'all, non-stop y'all, to the beat y'all, the body rock y'all, the legs rock y'all, non-stop y'all, to the beat y'all, the body rock y'all, the legs rock y'all, non-stop y'all, to the beat y'all, the body rock y'all, the legs rock y'all, non-stop y'all, to the beat y'all, the body rock y'all, the legs rock y'all, non-stop y'all, to the beat y'all, the body rock y'all, the legs rock y'all.
Just going over a little list with Moby of all the awful guests. I think we have Cowboy Junkies.
I remember I kind of liked them though, and you didn't. It was just, you was conflicted with that one woman.
They were kind of mean, weren't they?
They were mean, but they were good.
Chumbawamba was sort of a pain in the ass.
Chumbawamba was different.
Did all 15 of them come in here?
No, just the top three. Who the hell else did I say? Blur and what was the other band? The Cardigans.
Oh.
Ooh, man, they are frosty cold. That band. They I love their music, but man, are they a pain in the ass.
Do you think it's easier to have bands in or solo musicians?
Less is always better because we can gang up on them. I like that. I think of performers like roaches. You know, you just want. Would you rather have 1 or 10? Do you know what I'm saying?
1.
All right. So tonight we're going single roach with Moby. Although Moby we like. Drew was surprised that he did the TV show a couple of years ago.
Shocked.
Which
that was last season.
Because you thought it was Tuesday.
Yeah.
He did that. All right. So we'll take some questions. We'll plug at the record and we'll do all that stuff before the night's over. Jill,
Hello?
you're 17.
Yeah, here's my problem. Whenever me and my boyfriend have intercourse, I have this problem where I can't get lubrication.
Have you always had that problem?
Constant.
Are you into the experience? I mean, are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I'm totally into it, and we go, like, full on, but it's just, it constantly happens.
Is he wearing a condom?
I'm sorry, what?
Does he wear a condom?
No.
How long before it happens?
Like, maybe I'll have a little bit of lubrication, maybe 20 minutes into it, and then after that, it's gone. And all I get is friction.
20 minutes into it. That's 3-4 times. What are you talking? 20 minutes into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's plenty. That's God telling you to watch TV. 20 minutes of just plain pumping?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's enough. You're supposed to wear out eventually, aren't you?
Yeah, it's supposed to.
Even if it's a quickie, though, it still happens.
A 20-minute quickie?
Yeah, how long is a quickie?
That's kind of an oxymoron, isn't it?
Maybe
5
minutes.
5. So you're saying you can drop in 5 minutes too?
Yeah.
So it's not 20 minutes. It's 5 minutes.
Sorry. Whatever. It's just.
Well, is it presumptuous of me to say that maybe if you're interested, you could always augment it with, like,
of course,
lubrication or saliva or.
Saliva, I like that.
Moby.
Moby. That's a real porn star maneuver. Oh, man, hold on. You know when they go that finger lick, like when you're turning pages of a magazine? But that's smooth. By the way, ladies, when you're with a guy who does that finger lick, you know he's been around the block a few times. Yeah, how about getting some of that water-soluble stuff?
Well, we've tried, like, a lot of different things. We tried KY jelly, those fruit flavor things.
Yeah.
For lubrication, we've tried everything, basically.
Why don't those work?
I don't know. It's just, I just don't want to have to constantly do it every time.
But that's strange because a lot of the glycerin-based ones, are glycerin-based ones safe? Like Aquaglide or Lubriglide?
Yeah, sure.
Those tend to stick around forever.
Yeah.
You know, like just use like a little dab of it and it lasts all night.
I know. The only thing is that I don't like doing it.
Why?
And it kills it.
All right. Hold on a second. Jill, since when does a guy rubbing lube on his engorged schlong ruin the sexual mood? You know what I mean?
It does.
It offends your sensibilities?
Yes, it does. It makes me feel like, why isn't this happening?
No, but there's nothing wrong with you, and there's nothing wrong. I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong with that.
If you can't accept how your body is and then manage that as an adult, I'm not sure you're ready to have sex.
Ooh, true. Laying it down.
Really?
All right. Loaded.
I mean, it's just what your body's put together. It's working just fine.
Yeah.
And you'd like to help it out a little bit? Go right ahead. If you can't handle that, there's a reason. There's something else going on here.
What about your car, like putting engine oil in that? Do you look at that sort of a cop-out or a mood breaker or something like that?
The car should be able to...
Is that all right, or shouldn't it be able to produce its own oil somehow? You all right with that, Jill?
Somewhat.
All right, Jill, what's wrong with you? What's up with you?
Nothing's up with me.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you have some issues or something.
Hey, Jill?
Yeah?
I don't know. I mean, sometimes with some people I've been with, I think, fooling around with lubrication can actually be really sexy and make things even better. So maybe it's just a matter of you and your boyfriend talking about it and...
Well, we talk about it. I mean, we're really open about everything. We're extremely open.
How old is he?
Huh?
How old is he?
24.
24. She's 17.
Yeah, where's your dad?
Gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He do anything to you before he left?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was physically and sexually abused.
All right, so Jill, this is a lot.
Now we're starting to get on to something here.
Yeah, there's a lot more. This is not about
lubrication.
Please.
So, Jill, you have some issues, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even the fact that you're sexually active has so much heavy feeling attached to it. Of course, if you interrupt for a moment and sort of bring yourself into awareness, you could have overwhelming feelings.
Mhm.
Please, come on.
All right.
You need to help. You need to get some help with that.
I'm in counseling.
Okay,
All right.
good.
All right, discuss this with your therapist. Even though, please do not consider Adam a role model as far as being a patient in therapy. Adam would, of course, not bring these things up, but it's a
I don't
perfect.
want to burden my therapist with a bunch of
perfect
heavy
environment.
stuff. Why ruin his day, Drew?
To discuss this kind of thing, Jill, and the fact that you're in treatment. Hang in there. This will start to make
All
sense
right.
with
And
time.
keep an eye on that 24-year-old boyfriend of yours.
Well, he's a good guy.
We don't.
All right.
We don't trust.
We
him.
don't trust him.
How long have you been in therapy?
I'm sorry?
How long have you been in treatment?
Since I was 13.
All right. Maybe.
Okay.
All right.
Good luck, Jill.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Yeah, there's always something. As soon as you start getting things that don't really compute, then there's always something behind that. I was just having a funny thought, though. I was picturing myself 10 years from now hosting some sort of home improvement radio show, and some guy called in going, yeah, I got a treated bottom plate, and I'm looking to know what the layout is with the king studs, and me going, were you ever touched? Were you ever molested? I don't know why, but it's always patered on this show.
See, how could Entertainment Weekly not like your show? You're a very funny man.
Oh, thank you very much. Joan?
Yes.
You're 20.
I am.
What's going on?
My best friend is 18 years old, and he says he doesn't have wet dreams, and one of his friends told him that he maybe didn't go through puberty all the way, and he was curious if that was normal, and I'm kind of concerned.
Has he ever had any emissions? Does he masturbate?
He says he doesn't masturbate, but he ejaculates normally. He's had sex before, and he says he ejaculates, so.
Something's up.
He's 18?
And he doesn't masturbate.
I mean, how would he know that he's ejaculating if he's never experienced it before?
Well, he's having sex.
Yes, he says he has ejaculated. He's just never had a wet dream. Or
Does he have sex regularly?
no,
He had sex one time.
a few times.
A few times. With the same melon?
Yes.
I mean, the same girl? No, I don't trust a guy who doesn't masturbate, especially an 18-year-old.
This is what I'm thinking too.
But he's having his penis works because he had sex and he ejaculated.
I don't believe it.
You don't believe
I don't necessarily, but there of course many medical conditions can be associated with this. Does he have otherwise normal body stature and hair growth and voice change and all that sort of thing?
Yes.
Seems like a normal guy?
Yep.
He's on no medication?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Remember the last guy we had like
Leave
this?
him alone.
The last guy we had like this on the air, he turned out to be an XXY hermaphrodite, remember?
Right.
Okay, so there are medical things that can do this.
Is that when they have both sets of genitalia?
He externally was male, but inside had female genitalia.
Well, I think I may be a woman inside, too, Drew.
I know, I've been meaning to bring that. You're so sensitive and warm.
I have the soul of a woman. Yeah.
Tonight you do.
Thank you. Oh, wait a minute. Drew, didn't we just talk to this person?
Yeah.
Drew, let's start doing your job, would you, brother? Rob? He really doesn't like to do his job. Rob?
Yeah, hi.
You're 20.
Yeah, hi.
You're on with Moby, by the way.
Hi,
Rob.
I had my first serious girlfriend this year, but we only went out for about 5 months, and we broke up a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, for some reason I'm just having trouble getting over her.
How long has it been since you broke up?
Like 2 months.
And you went out for 5 months?
Yeah.
See, my experience, and I think that I actually heard Drew, you say this once, is it what you call the 6-month rule?
Yeah.
It seems, I mean, there's actually sort of like an evolutionary psychological component to that, but I think that usually I tend to be broken up about people for about 6 months after the end of a relationship.
Yeah, when they study what's the average period of time it takes for somebody to get over end of a relationship, it's about 6 months.
Right.
So, especially if she's your first serious girlfriend, you're going to attach a lot more importance to it than, say, when you're older and you've dated more people and you have a larger basis of comparison.
Yeah, it gets whittled down as you go through the relationships. I mean, your first serious one can be a year, and then each one after that, I think the chick takes about 5 weeks with her as you break up. By the time you get to your 15th relationship, it's like, by the
break
following
up in the morning
weekend,
and the evening,
yeah,
you're okay.
Yeah, you're fine. Depending on how you're, you know what you know what the main component of breaking up is, though, everybody? And it's the one we always leave out. It's how your life is going.
That's right.
I mean, listen, you break up with your girlfriend, and then the next day you get a promotion, or your record hits the shelves, or it turns gold, or the band goes here, or you get the scholarship there, or some uncle kicks off and leaves you his Ferrari here, or something. I mean, if things are going exceptionally well for you when you're breaking up, it takes a lot of the sting off it. And if you're in the dumps, it compounds it that much more. I mean, it puts it under a magnifying glass.
Especially if you have a lot of free time. Like, there's nothing worse than having a lot of spare time and you're just sitting around.
Yes.
And
yes.
You know.
I tell you, I wish my girlfriend would dump me now. I am so primed. I am ready. I got a nice car. I got a nice house. I work my ass off. There's people know me. I mean, I eat out for dinner every night. I'm so ready to be dumped.
The serotonin is just flowing. And,
I really am. I mean, you know, usually when I get dumped, it's like, you know, last time I really got a good dumping, I was, you know, swinging a hammer, working a miserable job, had no insurance, driving a beat-up truck, living with a bunch of roommates. It was like, oh. I mean, it was like, there was the last thing I could possibly tolerate. I could handle no more pain in my life. Now, more time to fly my model airplane, right, Drew? All right. Are you picking a call there? Kenny?
Yeah.
You're 17.
And say, hey, man, because I think you kick ass, man.
Kenny's in Anchorage, Alaska.
Wow.
Who do you think kicks ass?
I think you do, Adam.
Oh, what about Moby?
I had a couple moose in my front yard.
Thanks, Kenny. All props to you, too.
You had moose in your front yard?
Just about to walk my dad's husky, and I was just about to go out front, and there was this two big old moose, a mama moose and this baby moose, just standing there eating my tree, and it scared the crap out of me. I thought they were going to kill me when I opened the door.
Are moose violent?
No, moose really aren't unless you mess with their babies, or like when you're driving. Like I went to Seward 2 weekends ago to go halibut fishing.
Yeah, I was there.
Kenny's like a cliche Alaskan. It's like northern exposure here talking to him.
I went out front to mow the tundra, and I was eating some seal meat, and
no, but if there's like a baby moose on one side of the street and a mother moose on the other, the mother moose will ram you.
Oh, that's nice.
Because you're like knocking off its side or something, or if you honk at it, shut up, bud.
Oh.
Honk at it, like they'll come charging at you because they think it's like something bad.
Yeah, I don't think moose are as friendly as maybe Kenny initially made them out to be.
Well, they're not mean unless you like make them mad or something. If you mess with them,
I know, but you know, here's the thing about animals. Let me just go off on this.
Is this
jag
going
for
off
a
on
second.
NPR?
I have to say something. Everyone does that. Listen, the animal will not attack. There's not this. There's not that. He has no hatred toward you.
Right.
Unless what? Well, unless he thinks you're... Now, the he thinks part. The he thinks. That's the key part. Because you're taking a leak, but the bear thinks you're going after his cub.
Right.
You are packing up your picnic basket. You're getting out of your car, changing a flat. You're doing whatever it is you're doing, but he thinks you're doing something else. So I don't even like to deal with the he thinks animals because they constantly misinterpret what we're trying to do as humans, which is not get involved with them. And people do that all the time. It wasn't the mountain lion's fault. He thought you were...
It's funny.
Yeah, but I was jogging. That's what I was doing.
That's the way they were describing Fletcher the other night.
Do you think that Kenny was secretly leading up to some sort of like amorous interest in the moose?
I think he's going to go there right now. Kenny?
yeah.
All right.
Also, I heard you guys are going to be on K-Well in a couple weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't get you guys up here. I used to live in Colorado and stuff, and that's how in California, and that's how I knew your number. And I was like,
oh, we're not on there yet. I thought we were going up.
Well, as soon as we get up on K-Well.
Well, because K-Well's like the only like rock station we got up here, and like there's all kinds of rockers up here, so I'm sure your show will get a lot of ratings.
What do you do there in Alaska?
Well, right now I got a job at Subway, and
Jesus Christ,
it's like
spreading out.
10 o'clock at night here, and it's like still bright as day as it would be in California.
It's summertime up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's bright. I mean,
how's the public education up there?
It's pretty good, but like people are like drop out of school all the time because like
They'd rather go halibut fishing.
Everybody up here, it's like you say, Adam, is like Marilyn Manson fanatics, and they all do drugs and stuff.
That sounds
really
terrific.
This is like a really big acid place. Everybody loves acid in Alaska.
Oh, Jesus, you imagine
well, this
being
would be a
on
nice study.
acid and waking up in Alaska?
It'll be
Some
an interesting
moose on your front yard?
It's really nice out here because, like, you can have a house, and then in your backyard it'll be all woods, and then, like, during the middle of winter it freezes, and you got moose in your front yard, and, like...
All right.
Crazy out here.
Hey, Kenny, you know what I'm going to do, though, in a couple of weeks? I'm going out there for one of those, like, log cabin fishing things.
Oh, you got to go.
Yes. I swear to God, all these guys I work with, in about a month and a half when we're done with this show,
Going to
we're
Alaska?
going to one of those cabins.
Alaska?
Yeah, you go
Even
to
all the guys?
You go in a lodge, yeah.
And what do you do?
Just have sex.
No, what else do you do?
You fish for like a steelhead or something.
You take over a lodge
Salmon.
and you hike out of the lodge every morning or something?
Hey, you sit around and smoke pot. I don't know what you do, but your point
It's not
is
like ice
no one
fishing.
else is doing it. Yeah, no.
This is a particularly gentle sex show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fishing and Kenny in Alaska.
We like to work game into it.
Hey,
Joe?
Go to break.
Oh, yeah, we got to go to break. Hey, Joe?
Yeah?
You're 25.
Yeah?
Okay, you don't sound enthusiastic about that.
No, I don't. I've got a girlfriend. Every time I get home late from work, she thinks I'm cheating on her.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Your question here, it says each time
He
you...
comes from work, the girlfriend accuses him of cheating.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what it said. Thanks for telling us about that, Joe. Hang on.
We'll find out if Joe ever cheated before.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
get the
key
feeling...
question.
All right, I'm going to say either he did or his girlfriend was cheated upon
Or
on many occasions.
Dad.
Ooh.
That's
okay.
the deal.
All right. The girlfriend's dad.
Yeah.
Yes. Your hair's really messed up today. True. You come home, your girlfriend accuses you of cheating.
That's right.
Every night?
Well, not every night. I mean, whenever I get home late.
Yeah.
What are you doing till late?
Well, I work in the computer field, and a lot of times we have to do stuff like after hours. And then I'll walk to the door, and the first thing she says is like, "Where have you been? And why didn't you call me?"
Joe,
And,
Joe, a couple quick questions. Have you cheated before?
No.
Why don't you call her?
I don't know. Sometimes I just get caught up in what I'm doing. You know, it's not that I'm trying to be elusive. It's just I get caught up in what I'm doing.
Come on. If you really
Has
were
she ever
concerned-
caught you cheating?
Yeah, well, I've never cheated, but she's a child of divorce, and I think her dad cheated on her mom, and
I called that one.
Mm-hmm. All right.
and I think she has a little trauma about it. And
All right. Well, that's her deal. Then she has to get over it.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can be supportive. If you recognize someone's sort of weaknesses or idiosyncrasies, you can sort of try and accommodate them. Or is it
Absolutely.
Okay. We'll take a little break.
LoveLine will be right back.
It's LoveLine. This is the best of LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla.
Dr. Drew, and we are up next with one of our favorite LoveLine guests. Mine, anyway.
Yeah, mine too.
Oh, good.
His too.
Yeah.
Andy Dick. You can find him on MTV Tuesday nights at 10:30. Tee-hee-hee. For the Andy Dick Show. And he's got himself 18 months of sobriety.
Mm-hmm.
Under
22 months. Huh?
22 months, yeah.
Oh.
22 months.
Year and 10 months.
Oh, year and 10 months. Oh, I thought a year and 8 months, and I did some bad math there. But, wow, that's pretty good.
Yep.
Coming on...
For someone like me, that's...
Notice how much calmer he is now?
It's
Yeah.
a miracle. Yeah, my brain chemistry is evening out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And caffeine isn't good for me.
How often you go into meetings?
Not as often. I should live in them. I should set up a cot full-time in an AA meeting, but I don't
You're still
know.
with your therapist?
I haven't seen him in a while. I know.
And your
because I was working
sponsor?
so hard. Yeah, I have my sponsor. But I go, if at the least, I go once a week. That's the least.
You going to AA?
Yeah, but come on, it's anonymous.
Oh, yeah. CA?
It's all anonymous.
Okay.
The tradition is. I didn't realize you didn't get...
SA?
Ooh, that'd be good for you. But I didn't realize you didn't get along with John Lovitz.
No, we get along now. Did he say we didn't?
No, it says here the little note.
Didn't like working with John Lovitz during last season
not
of
true.
News
That's
Radio.
Not true. That's not true.
It isn't?
No, we get along.
Oh, really?
No, I was having a bad year, very bad year.
I see.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. Yeah. He is. He's a nice guy, and I ran into him recently, and I apologized, and he's a very nice guy. He really is.
Seems that way.
Yeah.
I wish he was a prick, though. And you could tell us a good story about him.
Everyone can be a prick.
All right. Oh, Chris
You
Kattan?
too. What about? I don't even want to.
All right.
He almost killed a whole studio.
Really?
What?
Well, Monkey Bone was like $80 million movie.
Yeah.
And you know what movie did better?
Oh,
than it?
Monkey Bone. It's
Cirque
gone.
du Soleil, the documentary, did
Really?
better than than Monkey Bone, which is an $80 million laugh riot with animation and effects.
Was that? Was that
It was supposed to be like a Roger Rabbit, but it only did like $3 million.
Right.
$80 million to make that. That could kill a studio.
Brendan Fraser's in that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because of Chris Kattan.
It was came out a couple months back, but it just came and went. It was like a weird sort of Tim Burton kind of.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I didn't see it. It could be the
Christmas.
best movie ever. I don't know.
I
and
like
also,
all his stuff, Tim Burton.
and he could be a really nice guy. I just didn't like his vapid, empty impression of me on Saturday Night Live. I didn't like that. In fact, I did an impression of Tom Green, but only because I was asked to. Because the writers came up with this thing, and I did it for a second. And it was cute, but it was more like an homage. I wasn't making fun of him. It was like an homage. And I heard through the producer, because he also produced the Tom Green show, that Tom Green loved it. Loved it. Said he hates Saturday Night Live's impersonation of him because it's mean-spirited and empty, and they don't put any work into it. When they do somebody, they slap a wig on and then just do some voice. But for me, it's like, oh my god, I'm so gay.
How much?
With a blonde curly wig, and it's
that's pretty good.
Well,
all right, no, wait a minute. But is that?
I put some work into it.
Is that Chris Kattan's fault, or is it the writer's fault, or is it everybody's fault? You know what I mean? Does all the blame fall in his lap?
There is no blame. He just did a bad impersonation. But some people would think it was good.
He seemed like a pretty nice guy when he was up there.
He's a nice guy. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I am not mean-spirited. I don't do that kind of humor. That Second City, that I was from Second City, but that mean-spirited Saturday Night Live making fun of people.
Now,
I'm not into it.
Now I know, Andy, you're not mean-spirited, but I've heard you choose a few choice words when you're singing about Chris Kattan.
Now, because he opened the floodgate. When somebody's mean to me or crosses me, I go berserk. I wish I wouldn't. I wish I wouldn't have even given him any power whatsoever. Because
Well, you got monkey business, so.
Monkey Bones. See,
Bones,
no one even knows the title of the movie. $80 million down the drain, buddy. Ooh. Thanks, Kattan.
Cindy?
Yes.
You're 22?
I am.
What's up?
My boyfriend and I have been going out for well over a year, and he's very sensitive, and he has a problem with premature ejaculation.
And this is the exact opposite problem as the other girl, right?
No.
Well, the other one, she can't even get the guy to stick it in her. This girl, pop, I'm done, honey.
Yeah, well, we want to know how to make it last longer because it bothers both of us.
But how long does it last?
It depends on how long he...
A minute? 30 seconds? 5 minutes?
I'm sure if he just let it, if he didn't try to hold it back.
What's the longest? 5 minutes? 2 minutes?
No, well, there's sometimes, like if he's not in the mood, it can...
Give me a number, lady.
What's the longest? Yes.
Maybe 10 minutes.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
She's
probably overestimating.
But that's probably if he's stopping and...
Right, he has to stop. And and then it's like, but then it's like gets really annoying for me because then I start to get off and then he stops and I'm like, so.
Damn.
I mean, the good news here is that he's very turned on by you.
He's very much in love with you. Yes,
he just can't hold it back.
Although he could be humping a hole in a piece of plywood and he'd probably go about 8 minutes. So, I mean, let's face it, Drew. You know, guys' anatomy.
That's the clock. That's his clock.
No, he really likes you, but he really likes everyone too. Just look at it that way. Everything.
So how does a guy lengthen his clock?
You did say clock, right?
Yes.
He masturbates, right? A lot. You have to masturbate.
What if he
really wear it down?
Took care of
get
himself?
Calluses on that thing.
Right. What if he took care of himself?
We tried different stuff. He's not really into masturbating, actually.
Well, that's the problem.
he needs to be responsible as sort of managing himself.
Mm-hmm.
Really, that's the idea. He owes that to you.
Yeah, that's not an acceptable excuse.
Yeah.
I'm going to come in 3 minutes, yet I don't feel good about masturbating.
Yeah.
It's now his job because of this problem.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
So that's the only way?
Well, he'll grow out of it in about 20 years. Yeah, about 20 years.
But he's got to figure out his sort of rhythm and how, he's got to unload things a little bit.
He's got to work it out.
Unburden the system.
Yes. Andy, what can I put you down for a day as far as the masturbation goes?
With my girlfriend, when we're doing well, I don't even masturbate.
Well, what?
I really don't. We don't have time. Sometimes we have sex. I mean, hold your hands up. What's the record? How many?
No,
that's not 5. I thought we had a record of like 10. No, we're talking about how many times a day.
Holy Christ.
So to orgasm each time?
6.
Andy?
Yeah.
6 orgasms.
Sometimes it'll be like in a row.
In a row?
I'll wait a little bit. I'll wait a half an hour and then right back in.
6 in a row, really?
But I'm just an addict. I can't get enough of anything.
All right, but what about when things aren't going so good with you and your lady?
And masturbation maybe once a day, but or twice a day.
But if you're on a tear?
If it's I can just go and go and go.
Manic
and it is a tear because I'll tear my penis up.
Give it.
I mean, I will till it's bleeding. Till it's bleeding.
Adam
bleeding, really?
Yeah, I've done that.
Adam pulled his off once. He had to sew it back on, just like the episiotomy.
All right, we got a big Andy Dick fan here.
Oh, there
we go. That'll calm him down. Yeah, you're 17. What's up?
On?
Hey, Andy.
What's happening?
Huge fan, man.
Oh, thanks.
Like, awesome fan.
Oh, good. Thanks.
And, I heard, like, a while back that you were going to be playing over here in L.A.
Yeah, I do a lot, actually. I was at the Knitting Factory last night.
Oh, last night?
Yeah, last night I was at the Knitting Factory. Do you know where that is?
Yeah, it's over here in the Sunset now.
Yeah, it's on Hollywood Boulevard in the Galaxy 6. Where the movie theaters are on the side. But the thing is that they didn't say my name. It was a bunch of performance artists, and it was called like L.A. All-Star Performance Artists, and they didn't list our names, so not a lot of people knew.
Yeah, because I saw you over here in some show. I think it was some other show, and I think you really freaked them out, man. I don't know if I could say the name of the show on here.
The Mint?
No, it was on TV.
You can say a name of a show. Go ahead.
It was like you were on Donnie and Marie, man.
Oh, yeah, I showed Marie Osmond my ass crack.
You really freaked them out.
I spread it for her.
I have that on tape over here.
I know. There's a camera angle where I'm sure you can see my nutsack dangling down.
Man, didn't he show me his penis or something?
Yeah.
Who showed me his penis?
Your very first time, very first season on LoveLine TV.
Oh, that's right.
What is that? That's some kind of psychosis where I have to show things to people. What is that?
I'm working for the same production company that did the Men Are From Mars, the same group.
It is.
So
Do they talk about it?
I'm going to get you over there. No, but as soon as I bring you up tomorrow, it will happen.
But they probably have it taped because there was a camera angle that showed
your nutsack,
my nutsack dangling down, and I spread. Not only did I just take my pants, and I like Donnie and Marie. I grew up watching Donnie and Marie, and I love them. Not only did I show her my butt, but I like spread my cheeks. Why would I do that? That is when I look at it now, I think it's crazy.
Why don't you like BJ's? I mean, there's a lot of psychosis.
It's not that I don't like them. I just prefer.
What was going through your head? What was going through your head as you?
It'll not soon be forgotten.
I don't know. I wanted to freak her. I'll tell you what. I used to be in love with Marie Osmond.
There you go.
I used to be in love.
Let me just put it this way, Andy.
I used to kiss the TV screen.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever gone to the zoo?
Yeah.
And stood around the chimpanzee cage or some of the lower primates and watched them interact with each other?
Watch them finger themselves?
They will throw poo.
Yeah.
They will,
are you saying I'm an ape?
They will show their butts to each other.
I said lower primate.
And there are primate qualities to each of us, and they tend
I
to
just
come
let
out.
them out.
Yeah,
they tend to come out when the cameras are on a national television show.
Yeah, and some of those old primitive feelings you had about Marie just expressed themselves.
Well, you were sober though, right?
I was sober.
Now, when you were getting high,
sober, though,
when you were getting high, were you
sober.
high on a lot of shows?
No,
Andy,
everywhere.
No, I really wasn't.
You were never not high when you were really getting high.
No. On shows like this, I think I would come in high, but this isn't a real show.
Well,
I think I came in here with beer. You saw me drinking beer.
Yeah.
In my cup.
First he insults me with the BJ comment.
Yeah.
And now
I didn't insult you with the BJ comment.
How dare you?
You insulted me.
I'm looking at your beautiful girlfriend over there. She's heartbroken over that comment.
I know what you're thinking.
She's relieved. What are you talking about?
I'm thinking.
I know what you're thinking. But honestly,
some girls
I wasn't
like giving oral sex, by the way.
I was hungover a lot, actually. Hungover. I wouldn't have been able to... What?
No, I'm just moving on.
What's he saying?
I'm
What's
done.
he saying?
Hang on. Andy Dick is here. Anal Andy Dick is here.
Don't call me that.
That'd be a good nickname for you, though.
Anal Andy.
Anal Andy Dick is in the...
Anus and Andy.
Anal Andy Dick in the hizzy. Yeah, that's good.
Right.
Dr. Drew, the passionate man, and BJ Ace Rockolas over here. So, we'll take a little break.
Oh yeah, everybody now.
Hello, this is the Mango from the Saturday Night Live, and you did listen to the Love Line with the Adam Carolla sauce and the Drew Man with the ass. No, you can't have me. No Mango for you.
No, man, that is funny. That never gets old. That dude is a talent. Talent with a capital T. That's talent there. Let me get that Catan back on the show. Oh, by the way, Andy Dick here. Don't blow me, Andy Dick is here. Anal Andy Dick.
God. Don't blow me.
Is the name of his show is the Andy Dick Show, Tuesday nights, 10:30 on MTV. And this is a nice opportunity, I think. I think those of us who have seen Andy doing sketch work and ensemble work and sort of in a place where Andy is free to be Andy, appreciate him more in that realm than we do in a sitcom realm. This man is a talent and needs to be cut loose.
Director, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
This guy can. I am serious.
And the show is really funny.
Listen, somebody's got to cut you loose on one because they'll get something great back.
Yeah, I'm going to direct some films.
And that, again, it'll be found on MTV. MTV's a little, because we were on MTV for a while, they move you around a little bit. I mean, they'll give you your night, and then you may pop up at 4 in the morning on Saturday night, or you may be at noon on Sunday. Now, does your show, because of content, not run like during the day?
Well, what they do is there's the 10:30 show, and by the way, they've pulled things 3 hours before we've gone to air. So we've had to satellite things, you know, that whole process. We've had to, they've pulled whole pieces because of content, even though it was going to air after 10 o'clock. But they make a G version, a G-rated version of the show for before 10 o'clock. So there's some things that you might only see one time only.
Before.
No, you'll see it one time on Tuesday at 10:30, and then you'll never see it again.
You weren't being John Malkovich?
Yeah, but they just used stock footage of me at an MTV event, actually, just clapping my hands in the audience. Remember when they had the big puppet show?
Yes.
In the very end when they used life-size puppets?
Yes.
And I was just, they just cut to me and Winona Ryder just clapping.
I see.
And I was in the audience not knowing that they had used this stock footage, and I was watching myself, and I saw myself, and everyone laughed, but they were really like laughing at me. Like, look at that idiot. And then I laughed, and then I went, wait a minute. And it was surreal and depressing.
Thanks for bringing that up, though,
Thanks
by the
a
way,
lot.
Drew, in
Thanks
the
a
middle
lot,
of
buddy.
this explanation.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
What do you at, ADD over there, Drew?
But
right in the middle of explaining, you may only see something at 10:30.
You'll only see it one time, and then what they'll do is they'll take that piece out and replace it with something that you've seen before, like what they've done with the Tom Green piece. They've done that. They put that in a bunch.
Right.
Or the Marilyn Manson piece, which he loved it, by the way. Marilyn Manson, I did him, and he loved it. He loved it. I went up to his house and showed him in person, and he loved it.
Well, you did?
Yeah.
How do you know him?
I run into him here and there.
How do you got a lot of celebrity friends, right?
I just run into them. But no, I mean, I don't. I don't hang out with them.
Yeah.
No, I don't hang out with Ben Stiller.
You always say that, but then you got celebrity friends.
When push comes to shove and I really wanted my show to do well, I asked my
calling in favors.
I called in my favors because it's the Andy frickin' Dick Show. I'm not going to just sit on my laurels here. This is a one-time opportunity, once in a lifetime.
The Anal
My
Andy
name
Dick
is
Show.
in the frickin' title.
That's right.
But how do you feel about it?
Hey, Ron?
Yeah.
You're 22 now.
Yeah.
All right, so you had some anal with your wife.
Now she's bleeding, right?
Yeah.
How long has she been bleeding for?
It's just after we do it for like, I don't know, maybe an hour or so.
Well, then you fall asleep. She keeps bleeding, though,
Can I
right?
ask you something? Does she like it? Not the bleeding part, but does she like it while you're doing it?
To a certain point, but I don't think she does. I think it's more or less for me.
Yeah, and she's like, take it out, hurry. Are you almost done? Are you almost done?
Yeah, that's not good.
Hurry.
Don't you think that the fact that she's bleeding is a sign that maybe...
Well, let's do a little recreation. Andy, you play along. Hold still, baby. You're going like this.
Okay, just hurry.
Just try not to talk. You're going to make me lose my wood.
Okay.
Shh, shh, shh. Okay, here we go. Nice and soft. Nice.
Did you put stuff on it? Ow!
Nice and easy.
Take it out, 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 take it out.
Oh, it's coming back out. It's coming out. Hand me the remote. Bitch, you're on the remote. You're going to break it in half. All right, now get down there with your mouth and clean me off.
Oh, my God. Unacceptable.
Oh, my God.
Where are you? Who are you?
Bad. Can I finish talking to him?
Yeah. Help him out.
You're cracking your own ass up.
Loves it. Look at him. That's the secret, the real him. That's the real Adam Carolla. Look at him.
I just got a little glimpse of my life, you know, that's all.
Is that real?
Yeah, that's my angle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Take it out, take it out, take it out, take it out, take it out.
You want to talk to Ron anymore?
Yeah, I do. By glimpse of your life, you mean you're simulating anal sex with Andy Dick.
with Andy Dick on the radio. That's what I mean.
Yeah, you think you feel bad.
Yeah. Oh, my poor family.
Oh, my
I hope my
God.
grandmother's not listening. All right, are we done with Ron?
No, I'm not done.
What's
with
he got to
Ron.
do
I need
with
to talk to him.
All right, hurry up now.
Hey, Ron?
My ass hurts.
Anytime anyone has rectal bleeding, it's time to get a gastroenterologist take a look and have a scope done. She needs to have it checked out. In the meantime, you got to stop doing
know the
this.
reason.
You can really hurt her. It could be all kinds of things. It could be inflammatory bowel disease, could be a tear, could be fissures, could be various hemorrhoids.
Fissures?
If you cause...
What in the heck is that?
If you cause...
Fissures. That doesn't sound good.
No.
None of it's good.
Fissures. Is it a Fissures disease?
No.
Do fissures get them?
Like fissures in the earth, fissures.
Oh, fissures.
Yeah, little things open up and stuff comes out, right?
I thought it was a disease called fissures.
We should take this simulated sodomy on the road. Yeah, we really should.
Well, you like it.
I enjoyed that.
I don't know how much I
The
like
spoken
it.
word stuff you do, the stand-up.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
If you want.
Playing the part of the dry anal rapist, Adam Carolla. Thank you. David?
Hello? Oh, he's asleep. Hello?
Hello?
David?
There he is. He made it.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, buddy.
Quite an effort. What's happening?
Not much. I just had some questions to ask you. What do you prefer, oral or sex?
Who are you asking?
Adam.
Didn't we've been covering that.
We just
I
talked
know,
about
that's
that.
what I was hearing about. I was wondering what you think about it.
I like to mix it up, but I'm a bigger fan of the oral than most guys are, I suspect. Although you and my partner Drew, Andy, you guys admittedly have a problem with sex. I mean, you're very
What?
passionate
I
men,
don't have a problem.
both. You.
Oh, you
very
mean
passionate.
We have a problem, meaning we like it a lot. We do it.
Well, I mean, it's like I said earlier. When the penis is out and there's a vagina in the room, it wants to go into the vagina.
That would be act of nature. That'd be a normal thing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
But
and,
being
and
an addict,
it kinda-
I
yeah.
want to feel get that high. You know,
Yeah.
when you come, it's like a little bit mini drug.
Yeah.
So I just can't get enough.
Right. Yeah.
Sickening.
Fawn,
Hey.
you're 17. What's up?
My sister's fiance made a pass at me.
Uh-huh.
He actually, and it wasn't through words though, he actually put his hands on me.
Where?
He actually grabbed my chest. And then he told me that he'd been waiting to do that all day.
How old is he?
He is 22, I think.
How about telling your mom? Tell your mom.
My
Tell you,
mom?
better yet, tell your dad.
No, Dad's not around.
No.
You're thinking you should tell your sister?
Yeah, because
No.
Why not?
they've been together for about 5 years and they have a kid together.
And now what happened? Were you guys drinking or just hanging
No.
out?
We were just hanging out.
And he was sober, huh?
Uh-huh.
And where was she?
My sister?
Yeah.
She was back at home because they live down in Eugene.
And
you weren't into it.
Where were you? He was at your house?
Yeah, he'd brought his son up to visit, and me and him had gone out.
He has another son, or
How
is
old
that
are
her
you?
son?
It's my sister's son,
How old are you?
17.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
This is a great way of wording things, by
were
the
you,
way, his son.
were you into it?
No.
No. Did you tell him I'm not into it?
Well, not really, because I got really, it threw me off and it made me really nervous.
Hey, don't be alone with this guy ever again.
Well, yeah.
And I think you got to tell your mom, because if you go directly to her sister, she's going to make it your problem.
What happened, though, when he did this?
We were just like sitting
All right. Yeah.
because we were driving back from downtown.
With the kid in the car?
No, the kid wasn't with us.
And he made a move, and did you stop him?
Yeah.
All right. So you stopped him, and nothing else happened?
Well, no. When he was leaving again later on, he did it again,
And then what happened?
and then I, did the same thing I did before, but I didn't really say anything to him.
He just pushed his hand away.
Yeah, and I got really quiet because I didn't know what to say to him.
And there was no other interaction.
No.
Okay. So you did the right thing,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
And that was good. Means you probably weren't victimized before. Someone rape you or do something bad?
That's why this guy knew to do this.
What happened before?
Well, I was raped about 8 or 9 months ago.
Who raped you?
Just the guy that I was dating.
Yeah. What about before that?
See, that's another thing that I wanted to ask Drew about, is if it's possible to have been abused in any way at a very young age and not remember it.
Yeah, that's possible.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Daddy?
He's around, but we're not close. We don't really talk.
Yeah. How's Mom?
She's cool.
Is she cool? Like, lets you smoke her weed cool or good parent cool?
No.
Okay.
She's a pretty good mom, but,
Okay. And your sister's got herself hooked up with a real champ.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder about her a little bit. How's she doing?
Well, I don't really know her that well. She's only my half-sister.
Oh.
Who was her dad?
Just another one of my... Because my mom had 2 husbands.
Yeah. When your mom... Another great decision made by your mom, perhaps?
Yeah.
And this guy's a world-class a-hole not in the scene?
Her dad, yeah.
Yeah. He may have done some bad things.
Yeah. Probably.
Boy. No, boy. I agree with Drew. Talk to your mom.
Yeah.
She shouldn't get married to this guy. On the other
she has to have
hand,
a kid.
someone ought to shoot a dart filled with Norplant in it in her arm so she doesn't get pregnant again. Because she's going to... How many kids?
Just one.
Just the one?
Yeah.
It's a boy?
Yeah.
And how old is he?
He's almost 2.
All right. That's enough. You got to talk to your mom, see what you guys think.
Thanks, you guys.
Yeah, and talk to your mom, would you?
Yeah.
Because see, guys like this are so goddamn brazen. You know what I mean? I mean, it's the middle of the day. It's an underage. I understand.
Underage family member.
I understand the cheating gene. Most guys have that, and that's why, frankly, most guys shouldn't be getting married at 22 or 23 or whatever he's getting married at. But he had himself a kid and he got himself locked in early. He doesn't know what to do. All right, I understand that. But it's not like he's in Iowa on business and having a couple of cocktails at the Red Roof Inn and some hooker comes by and sits down next to him. That's not cheating, by the way, Drew. That's just business.
I'm taking notes.
That's a write-off. But when you're trying to goose your fiancé's kid sister who's underage, it's the middle of the day, you're grabbing a boob while you're driving in the pickup truck, everyone's stone cold sober, no excuse for that. This guy's if this guy is brazen enough to try that move, look out.
Yeah. That's just the beginning.
This guy's not what you call discreet.
Right.
And get his hand pushed away.
Do it again.
And try it again. I mean, think about that. And think about a guy who doesn't give a rat's ass about the sister. Like, for all he knows, she's going to pick up the phone as soon as she gets home and call the sister before he even makes it back to Eugene.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep.
I mean, could you imagine if you ever did make that first move with the kid sister and she, like, slapped your hand? You'd be like, you want some ice cream? You want some money? I'll swing by the ATM. Are you cool? Are we cool? Everything's cool, right? You got a kid. We got a kid, right? Everything's cool. Sorry. I'm on medication. I'm sorry. You guys want anything? We'll stop by. Like a Bullock's. I'll pick you up in a smart pant outfit or something, okay? This guy just tries again. All right. We'll take ourselves a little break. Andy Dick is here. Anal Andy Dick.
I don't like that.
Anus and Andy likes that.
Anus and Andy Dick is here tonight. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
1-800-LOVE. Hey, thanks Thanks for listening to an episode of the Best of Loveline.
It was good, huh?
Yeah, it's better than a regular show.
Oh, for us.
Yeah, we weren't here. Tomorrow night, Nelly Furtado, Violent J of Insane Clown Posse.
Boy. Whoa.
Always a good guest. Crazy Town and Vin Diesel are in here. So until next time, it's Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Wilkins Ingold. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.